Wah. Wow, that's a trip. Hey man, I'm freaking out. Very cool. So, God, it's so dark, huh? See if this does anything. Oh yeah, little little fire glow. You don't need to see too carefully. Him getting old. So, as the story continues, well, it could be a father, always a son, and a sometimes a brother to everyone. Will you remember, remember? I hope we remember. So I've been moving the capo up a lot. Been trying to use my fingers more. I usually use the pick thingy. The pick thingy. Found myself wandering on a long and dusty road. Have you seen my brother? This is what I'm told. They said you best just keep on walking if you won't see another day. There's our secrets we are hiding in the very. See, once again, I knew I was being filmed thinking about it because Rick and I were sitting there one night. So this is deep within the clay. I was in Jackson, Mississippi, at a buddy's place, Rob Robinson's house. Is one of the houses I think the original house that they lived in Jackson, Mississippi. And I was doing a horrible job of pretending like I was helping to restore the house. I was working with his dad at first, and I love Mr. Robinson and working with him. I'm a good right-hand man when it comes to stuff like that. But if I'm left on my own, I'm going to think of other things. Playing guitar is one of them. So I had this big-ass empty house except for a friend of Rob's I'll just leave it as he was a friend of Rob's. But I come in at night and there was an old TV with the no remote. It had the and he had a big chair, like an old, kickback chair. And he'd sit there and he'd turn that dial with his feet. And he was kind of a short guy with a big head. And he'd peek around the chair when I came in. And it was the only furniture in the whole damn room. But anyway, so I'm in Jackson, Mississippi, and I've got this little tiny TV. I'm upstairs in an upstairs room, no furniture. I just got a mattress type thing on the floor. And I see Mississippi Burning. I'd never seen the movie, and I'm sitting there. I take a couple tokes. I've got some beer, and I've got my brand new Hofner 12-string and 6-string that I got because I did the E3 show in LA, and I worked like 96 hours in a week, and I said I am going to get some guitars because I had a huge paycheck. And So I went down and I got these freaking guitars. They were great. Got them at the same store. And I'm sitting there watching this movie and playing on the guitar, and the movie's just ripping me a new one. And this is happening at my birth date, as far as when the movie is, and it has to do with the three guys that were murdered. One black, two Jewish Americans. They were all Americans. Not that black ain't American. Boy, that was not the right way to say that. Anyway, they were murdered by the KKK and the local police department, who was also a part of it. And it was about the FBI and their search for them. And the part that got me was when the National Guard was brought in and they were searching the swamps. And they kept pulling up body after body after body. And I'm like, it ripped me. And so when I first wrote it, though, I was playing it on that 12 string, and I did it kind of in a fast part of found myself wandering on a long dusty road. Haven't seen my brother, and now this is what I'm told. They said you best just keep on walking if you won't see another day. There's secrets we are hiding, they're buried in the clay. Yeah, they're buried in the clay. Some say you should understand the way the people be. If you try to make a change, make sure you do the tree. They said you best just keep on walking, won't see another day. There's secrets we are hiding, and they're buried in the grave. Yeah, they're buried in the grave. There ain't no way I'm gonna let my brother down. Got a soft-tight song, body in the ground. And I can hear his spirit as it rolls across me. With a love of freedom, he did make a stand. With a love of freedom, he did make a stand. Some say you should understand now the way the people be. And if you try to make a change, it may show you to a tree. They said you best just keep on walking, won't see another day. Cause there's secrets we are hiding, and they're buried in the grave. Yeah, they're buried in the grave. But there ain't no way that we should let my sister down. The soft-tight song with a body in the ground. I can hear her spirit that rolls across me. With a love of freedom, she did make a stand. With a love of freedom, she did make a stand. Some say that prejudice is only felt by few, but deep inside our heart it is known by me and you. And now the beauty of this knowledge is the ability to change. Truth released the secrets that are buried in the grave. Should let the children down. that song with a body in the ground. And can you hear the spirit as it rolls across the land? With a love of freedom, we can make a stand. With a love of freedom, we can make a stand. 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 Make a stand. Wow, that was kind of like the old way I wrote it. Except that the barcode stuff, I used to just all play it in regular chords, but the barcode stuff came when I went over to Bobby Spencer. Bobby Spencer? Yeah, Bobby Spencer's place. He has a studio. And he recorded me, and he had this dude, a great bass player. And oh my God, he did some great lines on it. And so I tried copying it on my electric guitar, and I barcoded that part. And so that's where the... But there ain't no way I'm gonna live my brother down with a soul like song, a body in the ground, and I can hear his spirit roll across the land. With a love of freedom, he can make a stand. With a love of freedom, he can make a stand. That kind of thing. Kind of fun. Cool. Lots of Love number 2. Buried in the Clay. Rock and roll. I tried to hit the stop. Alright, let's try. Rock and roll.